Hi, this is Ben Fick from UK Net Guide, and in this video I'm going to be demonstrating how you can bet on cricket using an online bookmaker. Now if you don't already have an account with a bookmaker, opening one should be your first port of call. Now there are plenty of bookmakers to choose from, and most will offer some form of sign-up bonus when you join. These normally take the form of a matched deposit bonus, where the amount of money you first pay into your account is matched by the bookmaker, effectively doubling the amount you have to bet with. Since there is no limit to the number of bookmakers that you can sign up to, it is possible to get multiple bonuses worth hundreds of pounds, but we typically recommend that you open 2 or 3 accounts so that you can compare odds and choose the highest ones when you place a bet. It is also worth noting that different bookmakers will have slightly different bets available depending on the sport in question, so again it's worth picking a few so that you can bet with more freedom and choice. UK Net Guide has thoroughly tested all of the bookmakers out there and has compiled a top 10 list of those it considers to offer the very best variety and odds. You can see this list by clicking the link below now. For this demonstration, I'll be using one of the most popular bookmakers, Bet365. When you first sign up for an account with a bookmaker, they'll ask you for various personal details, including your name, address, email and contact number. You'll be asked to choose a username and set a password, and some bookmakers ask for various other security questions. You must be at least 18 years of age to open a betting account. Now, I've already got an account with Bet365, so I'm going to quickly log in before we proceed. Now that I'm logged in, you can see that the second test match between England and India is currently live, and I'm going to click on this to view the full range of bets available. Cricket is a sport that allows for bets to be placed on the smallest of details. You can bet on each delivery and each over among a wide selection of potential markets. But again, it is worth checking a bookmaker before you join to see if they offer this option, because some do, but some don't. Here on Bet365, they have this graphic in the top right hand corner of the screen that shows you the outcome of the current delivery and the performance of the current bowler and batsman. So if we just watch this for a few seconds, you should see what happens. So as you can see, on the third ball of this over, 1 run was scored. You can also see more details of the match by clicking the little chart symbol just below the current score. Here you'll see the scoreboard along with details of when each wicket fell and the number of runs scored in the last 12 overs. If you want a bit more detail, you can visit a site called Creekbets at www.creekbuzz.com, and you'll be able to navigate to live text commentary that is totally up to the minute. Here you can see the ball-by-ball details of what's going on, which can help you decide what the pattern of play is and how to bet next. So as you can see, it gives you details like the number of runs in the last 10 overs, including the number of wickets and the number of 4s and 6s scored, the current batsman, and also the number of runs scored on each ball of the current and previous overs. Going back to Bet365, let's look at some of the bets available to you. The first of the main bets is on the outcome of the whole test. Currently, England are favourites at odds of 4 to 7, with India at 5 to 1 and a draw at 3 to 1. We also have here the odds for the next delivery, with the choices of over or under 0.5 runs, 1.5 runs and 3.5 runs. So the first option effectively means you are choosing between there being a run and there not being a run on the next ball. The second option asks whether there will be 2 or more runs or fewer than 2 runs, while the third option is essentially a bet on whether there will be a 4 or a 6 scored on the next ball. If we look at the top here, it shows us what's happened over the course of the last 3 overs. Dots mean that no runs were scored. A number indicates how many were scored, while a W would indicate that a wicket has been taken. You can, of course, take a look at the last 12 overs by clicking on the chart, and you'll notice that a large proportion of overs results in at least 1 run. So one tactic could be to wait for an over when no runs are scored in the first 4 balls, and then bet on over 0.5 for the final 2 balls. That's this market here, over 0.5 on the next delivery. We can also bet on the team total for the current innings, so that's India in this respect, and whether or not they will score more than 208.5 runs or not. The current odds are pretty much the same for whether they will score over or under this amount. There's also markets for the method of the next dismissal, so whether or not it will be someone who's been caught, an LBW, whether someone gets bowled or run out, etc. And we can also bet on the number of runs expected by the current batsman. So the 2 batsmen who are currently in have 4 runs and 29 runs respectively, and you can bet on whether they will get over or under a certain amount. For in-play betting, where the odds are constantly changing, it is useful to turn on Bet365's quick bet feature. Other bookmakers will often have something similar. What this allows you to do is to place a bet in less than a second with just 2 clicks of the mouse. First you'll have to activate it and then choose your stake. I'm going to choose £3, and then you simply have to click on the odds of what you want to bet on and click place bet. So if I believe that the next ball would mean over 0.5 runs, I would simply click on the odd, and you see here it says place bet, £3, and all I do is click place bet. So I'm actually going to demonstrate this by betting on the next delivery. So like I said before, I have to choose between whether or not be over or under 0.5 runs, 1.5 runs or 3.5 runs. So going up here and looking at the last 3 overs, you see it's not been particularly high scoring, so you know, chances are it will be under 0.5. Oh, that one has now gone, so just wait for it to refresh and you'll see that it's now the first delivery of the 61st over. We've got slightly new odds, and this time, just for the sake of seeing how it works, I'm going to bet on over 0.5 runs at odds of 7 to 2. I've got my quick bet feature on, so all I have to do is click on the odds and then click where it says place bet. As you can see, that bet has now been placed, and if we watch up here in the top right hand corner, when the next over starts, we'll be able to see whether or not that bet has paid off. So the ball is just being delivered now. Bowled from Moeen Ali to Amrahan. As you can see, that was no runs scored in that respect. So I actually lost that £3. But let's try it again. So the next bet available to me is the 4th delivery of the 62nd over, and once again I'm going to click on the odds for over 0.5 runs, and I'm going to quickly place the bet once more. And as you can see, that bet has now been placed on the 4th delivery, and if we watch up here, it's not the one coming up now, but it's the one following this. So it's this delivery here, the 4th ball, Stokes delivering to Kumar. Once again, no runs were scored, so I lose my £3 on this bet. As you can see, there's ample opportunity to bet on each ball, each delivery that is played, and with the quick bet feature, it makes it really simple to do this. I'm going to turn the quick bet feature off now, just to show you how it works without it, and I'm going to scroll down. And I'm going to bet on India's first innings total runs, and whether or not it will be over or under 211.5. Now the current score is 153 for 7. So I think that they'll probably get bowled out before they reach 211 runs. So I'm going to click on the 5 to 6. You see here it adds it to my betting slip instead of using the quick bet option. And for this stake I'm going to put £10 in for a potential return of £18.33. And all I have to do now is click on place bet, and then it processes that bet. And as you can see, that bet has now been placed. Now I talked about the method of dismissal for the next wicket, so that's another market that I'm going to quickly have a bet on. So obviously the majority of cricket wickets go via a catch, followed by LBW, bowled and run out. I reckon it will probably be another catch, so I'm going to bet on the court market at odds of 4 to 9. And I've added it to my betting slip, and this time I'm going to enter a stake of £20. The potential return here is £28.88. So now that I've done that, all I need to do is click on place bet, wait for it to process, and there you go, my bet has been placed. So I hope you can see how much excitement there is when you're betting in play on a live cricket match. The odds change fast, wickets can fall at any moment, and runs can be scored at any time really. I hope you've enjoyed this overview of live cricket betting. If you want to check out UK Netguide's top 10 list of bookmakers in the UK, click the link that's on the screen now, and I wish you all the best in your betting. So that's all from this video. I'll see you next time.